Hình như đúng rồi.
Ok. Thế ở trên lớp đang học đến unit mấy rồi?
Bây giờ cũng là đầu unit 4 này.
Ok, rồi. Thế thì chúng ta bắt đầu học unit 4 thôi nhỉ? Unit 4 của lớp 8. Trong quá trình học thì Dũng muốn thầy nói tiếng Anh hay là nói tiếng Việt?
Chắc chắn tiếng Anh rồi.
Ok, rồi. Thế nhá, thầy sẽ trao đổi chủ yếu với Dũng qua phần mềm Zoom bằng tiếng Anh. Được chưa? Và nếu như có lúc nào mà Dũng cảm thấy là không hiểu hoặc là nghe không rõ thì Dũng hỏi lại, cứ cảm thấy thoải mái, nhớ chưa nhỉ? Ok, có gì là phải thắc mắc hay là có cần gì?
Chắc không nữa.
Ok, thế mình bắt đầu vào buổi học luôn nha. Nhớ là các buổi học là 8 giờ thứ tư, thứ năm và thứ sáu nha. Rồi, unit số 4 thì Dũng có nhớ unit số 4 của lớp 8 là unit gì không? Tên của
Xem nào. Ôi, như nó về our custom and traditions.
đúng rồi, Our Customs and Traditions. Đúng rồi. Đợi thầy một chút, thầy đang mở file lên. Ok. Now, just a second. I'm opening it. All right. Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. Now let's get started. Okay, unit number 4, our customs and traditions. And in this unit, I would like to introduce to you some of the new words that you need to, study, or maybe you need to learn by heart. Okay, right. The first one, accept.
Except.
Okay. It depends on your American or your British accent. Okay. But you can say, but in my accent, I say accept. Okay. All right. The next one, compliment.
Okay. Compliment.
Okay. Pollution.
Pollution.
Okay. Cutlery.
Cutlery.
Okay. Host.
Host. Host.
Hostess.
Hostess.
Generation.
Generation.
And oblige.
Oblige.
Okay, good. Right. So, are there any new words to you in this table?
Well, I just learned it maybe a few days ago. So, there no surprise for me.
Okay. All right. So I think this table we can skip it, and in the next lesson I will ask you some of the words in this table to make sure that you understand, remember the words that we have just studied. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Right. The grammar structure in this unit, we have to, understand how to express the obligation or necessity. Do you know the word obligation or necessity? Sorry, necessity.
Well, it means những sự bắt buộc.
Okay, good, right. For example, sometimes you need to say, I have to wash the dishes after the dinner. So the word have to is the obligation here. Okay, to you use have to or has to talk about a decision, to make the decisions about what you must do. All right. Okay, as you can see on the screen, we have the structure and the example here. You have to clean the house carefully before that. Okay. When do we have to use, when do we need to use have to, and when do we need to use has to?
Well, so have to is usually used by the adjective, like we, I, they, and has is used by the well used by he, she, is, he,
Okay.
she, it.
Okay. When the subject, he, she is, he, she, it, and we need to use has to, right? Okay, and have to or has to, and we have to go with the infinitive verb. Okay, after have to and has to, then we need to use verb infinitive. All right, now that is the positive sentence, but sometimes we also need to use the negative sentence. For example, as you can see on the screen, she doesn't have to wear a company uniform. Okay, all right. So the negative form, we need to use don't or doesn't, and then have to, and then verb in the infinitive form. All right, understand?
Understand?
Okay, good. Right. Can you please make us another sentence for me in the next?
Okay, in the negative way.
Mhm.
So let me think. Okay, me and my brother don't need to clean the house.
Sorry?
Um, Me and my brother don't need to clean the house.
Okay. Don't need to. But in this unit, we are focusing.
Oh, have to. Okay, have to.
Okay.
Um,
All right. But I understand that. Okay, it's okay. All right. Now, the last one, the question. Okay. Um, for example, as you can see on the screen, do we have to follow the tradition of cleaning the house before that? All right. Okay. So we need to use do or does at the beginning of the sentence. Okay. And then the subject have to, and the verb in the infinitive form, and then the question mark. All right. Can you please make another sentence for me?
okay, so does he need to go to the school before the qualific? Uh, before his holiday. Okay. So does he need to? I know, does he have to go to the school after the um, holiday?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. You speak English quite very fast, so you need to slow down. Okay, I think you need to slow down to make sure that what you want to say, what you are going to say. Okay, all right. But anyway, your accent and your grammatical structure are very good. Now, in this section, the getting started section. Sorry, today I got sore throat, so my voice is not very clear. Is it clear enough for you to listen to?
I mean, the problem is must be about your microphone because sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
Okay, okay, all right. Now, the getting started section. In this section, we are going to listen to the conversation between teacher, me, Nick, and Mai. Okay. And I want you to listen to the conversation. And then, after listening, I'm going to ask you to summarize the content of the conversation, what the conversation is about. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Right. Now, let's listen.
English 8, Book 1, Unit 4, Our Customs and Traditions. Getting started. Activity 1. Listen and read.
Today we're going to learn about customs and traditions. Do you think they're the same?
I think they're different, but it's hard to explain how.
In my opinion, a custom is something that has become an accepted way of doing things, and a tradition is something we do that is special and is passed down through the generations.
Yes, spot on. Give me an example of a custom.
My family has this custom of eating dinner at 7 p.m. sharp.
Really?
Yes, we have to be at the dinner table on time.
That's interesting. How about a tradition, Fum?
We have a family tradition of visiting the pagoda on the first day of every lunar month.
You're kidding!
No, we've followed this tradition for generations.
You've mentioned family, but what about social customs and traditions, Nick?
Well, in the UK, there are lots of customs for table manners. For example, we have to use a knife and fork at dinner. Then, there's a British tradition of having afternoon tea at 4 p.m.
Sounds lovely. Now, for homework, you should find information about a custom or tradition. You're doing mini presentations next week.
All right. Mhm. Can you please tell me what is the conversation about?
Oh, it's about the traditional. I mean the traditions and customs.
Uh-huh. Can you please go more detail?
Uh, uh, so so they are talking about the traditions and custom from well from their family and the meaning of them.
Mhm. Okay. Can you but I need you to explain, to tell me more specifically about what they really talked about the custom, what kind of custom, what kind of tradition, the custom of eating dinner, right? When Mai talked about the custom of eating dinner, and Nick also talked about the custom of eating on the table, right? Okay. In the UK, when Nick says in the UK,
Oh, and well, the differences between the tradition and custom, between well our country and the other country.
mm-hmm, yeah, okay, right. And after the discussion, and the teacher gives them a homework, okay, right, to find some more information about the custom and tradition, okay, right, for doing the presentation, right? Okay, right. Now, in this section, I want you to find a word or phrase that means agreed in the conversation. You can look at the screen.
Okay. So agreed is spot on.
Are you sure?
Agreed. Well, it could be accepted. So yeah, well, accepted.
Yeah. Okay, right. Agree here. It means accepted in the conversation. Good. The number two, grandparents, parents, and children.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Mhm.
Generation.
Generation. Good. Totally correct.
Spot on.
Yeah, that's right. Spot on. It means totally correct. Exactly on time.
Sharp.
Yeah, sharp. And relating to human society.
Hmm. So what was the question? Okay, relating to
Human society.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh, um, I have a question. So what is society?
What is society? Is that your question?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, society is a noun which is about the community, the human community. Okay.
So I guess that the adverb, I mean the adjective of it is must be the social, right?
Well, five, relating to human society. Yes.
Okay,
So,
society.
okay, good. And number six.
A polite way of eating.
Way of eating at the dinner table.
Table manner.
Yeah, table manner. Good. I mean, I want to ask you a question. Did you learn this section in class?
Yes.
So that's why you provide some of the very good answers and
But well, at the class, I usually, well, not listen to my teacher while she pointing on the table.
mhm, because
Because it's, well, nothing really special in her lesson.
okay, so you want to
So she just made the whole lesson became dull. I mean, became very boring.
okay, all right, I see. So which way are you interested in? You are interested in learning English by what kind of activities? Can you please tell me?
Well, well, I like learning the new words and phrases that is related to the IELTS. You know,
Anything else?
I guess that's all. And okay. Plus, well, she didn't even well give us a lesson about communicate.
Oh,
So the
you want to
communicate.
you want to
Uh,
practice,
I mean,
you want to
yeah,
practice
and
speaking
well,
skills.
that's why the communication in my class is very low. I mean, very bad.
Okay. So you want to practice your speaking skills as much as possible
Yeah.
in your class. Okay. But your teacher, maybe she is not good at speaking skills. So
I mean, she just concentrate about the vocabulary and the grammar.
okay. Yeah. All right. So I understand your expectation. Okay. So next time, or even from now on, we can try to practice speak um, to each other more often. Okay. All right. Okay. I want to make sure that you are focusing on our lesson because sometimes I can see your glasses change the color.
I know,
Mhm. So
but I
yeah.
can hear you.
Mhm. But I mean, you are focusing on another thing, not me, not my lesson. Okay, so don't be lazy, or I can talk with you some of the rules in our class. Okay, but I don't want to be very strict to you. Okay? Um, just feel free to study English. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, right. Now, all right. But but we have to finish this section. True or false? True or false? For these following sentences. Number one, Nick's explanation of custom and tradition is correct.
Yes.
What do you think? Is it true or false?
True.
True. Okay. Why is it true?
So
What information can you see
so
from
the
tradition?
well, Nick's explanation is obviously correct because custom is an accepted way of doing things. So I think that is true. And tradition is something we do that is special and is passed down through many generations.
Mhm. Okay. So you don't need to look at my screen. You have your own book. Okay, right. Number one, it is true. Okay, number two, only families have customs and traditions.
False.
When we see the word only, it is, we need to talk about the problems in two sides, you know. All right. Number three, in the UK, there's a tradition of having afternoon tea.
False because according to the conversation, it didn't mention about the tradition way of having the tradition of having afternoon tea.
Yeah. Okay. Are you sure?
Wait. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Can you can have a look at my screen here, and you can see the answer here. Okay. All right. Is it clear?
Yeah.
All right. Now, the last one. In the UK, there's no accepted way of behaving at the dinner table.
False. In the UK, there is an accepted way of behaving at the dinner table is the table manner.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In the UK, we have the table manner. So it is an accepted way when we have dinner at the table. Good. Right. Now, all right. Before starting this section, I want to discuss with you. Have you ever tried to do the things when Tet holiday comes? For example, worshipping the ancestors, or going to the temples, wrapping trứng cakes, for example. Have you ever done?
So I think I still remember the last day when I went to the pagoda and with my father and worship our ancestor at the pagoda. It must be about the 2018. So it was right at the Tet holiday, right in the Tet holiday.
Okay. Just only thing. Just one thing. Worshipping the ancestors.
Smiling. Oh, yeah, and the fourth, having lunch together on the second day of Tet.
Okay.
That's the tradition. I obliged to do that.
Have you ever wrapped cakes?
Well, I have never done that.
Okay. Okay. You need to try. Okay. Next holiday. Have you ever been given the lucky money at that holiday?
Oh, well, in every single year, I always be given the lucky money because that is obviously the tradition.
Okay, right. It is Vietnamese tradition when a guest comes to the host house, and then we exchange the lucky money. All right, now let's have a look at these pictures and guess what is it. For example, picture A,
Yes.
what kind of activity is that?
Children in the family standing in a row to greet guests.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. They are greeting the guests. Okay. Right. Picture B.
Wearing outside on special occasions.
It is very clear to see outside. C. Picture C.
Well, worship the ancestor.
Worship the ancestors. And picture D.
Giving children lucky money at Tet.
Okay. Good. Right. And picture E.
Placing the chopstick on the top of the rice bowl when finishing a meal.
When finishing a meal. We need to put the chopstick on top of the rice bowl. Good. And picture F.
Warping the gifts in colorful paper.
Easy, right?
Smiling to accept a complement.
And last one.
Last one, having lunch together at the second day of Tet. I mean, on the second day.
Okay, that's good. Right. Now, today you are quite late to our class, so next time please be on time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right. And now it's time to say goodbye. But I need to do a homework. Okay. I think I would give you a homework. How to say a homework about the IELTS. I think you need to practice your speaking and your writing also. But now I cannot give you, but I can give your mother via Zalo or email. Okay, is it okay? You can ask your mother to give you the homework, okay, that I provided to her. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Is it clear?
Okay.
Right. Now, So that's enough for today. And thank you for joining my class. And I hope to see you next time.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Okay, goodbye.